For nearly 2 decades, I've been an NBA superfan, not just someone who watches a game here and there. I live and breathe basketball. From the electric atmosphere of the playoffs to the drama of a buzzer beater, basketball has been my life. Whether it's Steph Curry hitting impossible threes, LeBron James sparking heated debates, or young stars like Victor Wembanyama defying all odds, the NBA has been a source of endless excitement and inspiration for me. But lately, I've started to notice something that's hard to ignore. The NBA, the league I've dedicated so much of my life to, is losing its magic. Viewership is plummeting. Since 2012, the league has lost nearly 50% of its audience, with a 28% drop just this year on ESPN alone. Compare that to other sports leagues, which are shattering records and pulling in millions of fans. It's a harsh reality. While the NFL and UFC thrive, the NBA is struggling to keep its audience. So, what's happening? Why are fans tuning out? Is the NBA dying? In today's video, I'm taking a deep dive into this troubling trend. We're going to explore the reasons behind the decline, from the NBA's obsession with technical fouls and the lack of rivalries to the frustrating blackout rules, political controversies, and even the players' shifting priorities. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why the NBA is losing its grip and what it needs to do to bounce back. The missing ingredient, drama. Let's get real for a second. What makes sports great? It's not just the athleticism or the highlight reel plays. It's the drama. Sports are stories, and the NBA used to be the king of storytelling. Think about the rivalries that defined the league. Magic versus Bird, Jordan versus the Pistons, Kobe versus Shaq. Every game had stakes, every matchup had a backstory, and every season had its villains and heroes. But today, rivalries are almost non-existent. Players switch teams so often that it's impossible to build real rivalries. Kevin Durant, for example, has changed teams so frequently that even his most loyal fans struggle to follow him. And LeBron James, for all his greatness, has never truly embraced a long-term rivalry. Instead, he's constantly jumping from team to team, leaving fans with little to latch onto. Even when rivalries try to spark, the NBA shuts them down. Remember Giannis staring down Al Horford after a monster dunk? Technical foul. Jason Tatum hanging on the rim after a big play. Technical foul. It's like the league is allergic to emotion. Meanwhile, leagues like the UFC are thriving because they embrace drama. When Conor McGregor was trash-talking Floyd Mayweather, even their press conferences pulled in more views than some NBA Finals games. Drama sells, but the NBA seems to have forgotten that. The softening of the game. And then there's the officiating. Have you noticed how soft the NBA has become? A simple glare, a clap, or a frustrated gesture can lead to a technical foul, or worse, an ejection. Fans come to see stars like Nikola Jokic and Ja Morant, but instead, they're ejected over the smallest incidents. This isn't just annoying, it's driving fans away. People love the NBA for its intensity and passion, but when referees kill the vibe with constant whistles, it's hard to stay invested. Accessibility, a nightmare for fans. Let's talk about League Pass, the NBA's streaming service that's supposed to make it easy for fans to watch games. Except, it doesn't. Thanks to blackout rules, fans can't even watch their home teams on League Pass. Imagine living in LA and not being able to watch the Lakers without a cable subscription. It's absurd. Fans are left scrambling between League Pass, TNT, ESPN, and local channels, trying to figure out where to watch their team. In a world where entertainment is just a click away, the NBA's outdated approach makes it harder to stay engaged. Do players care about the game? Here's a tough question. Do today's players care as much as the fans do? For some, basketball feels more like a side hustle than a passion. Paul George, for example, has released more podcast episodes this season than he's played games. Zion Williamson, one of the most hyped prospects in NBA history, seems more focused on his diet struggles than his performance on the court. Even Ben Simmons, once hailed as the next LeBron James, hasn't developed a jump shot and doesn't seem to care. Fans can sense when players aren't fully invested, and it's a huge turnoff. The political divide. I'm not here to take sides, but we need to address the NBA's political stance. Over the years, the league has become increasingly vocal about political issues. While it's important for players to use their platform, this has alienated a significant portion of the fan base. Sports used to be an escape, a place where people of all backgrounds could come together. But now, for many fans, the NBA feels like another arena for political division. The three-point problem. Let's talk about the game itself. The three-point shot revolutionized basketball thanks to Steph Curry, but now it feels like every team is doing the same thing: shoot threes or bust. The creativity and variety that once defined the game are fading, and for some fans, it's made the NBA less exciting to watch. Can the NBA save itself? The NBA isn't doomed, but it's at a turning point. To win back fans, the league needs to embrace drama, let rivalries flourish, and stop over-policing emotions. Fix accessibility, make it easier for fans to watch their teams without jumping through hoops. Foster passion. Encourage players to show their love for the game, both on and off the court. Find balance. Stay true to the league's values without alienating fans. As a lifelong fan, I'll always love the NBA, but even I can't ignore the cracks in the foundation. If the league wants to remain a cultural powerhouse, it needs to adapt, and fast. And if you're still wondering whether the NBA can reclaim its former glory, don't go anywhere. I've got the full story on the game that reminded me why I fell in love with basketball in the first place. Click here to check it out.